Hi, and welcome to this week's episode. This week, I would like to talk about how interesting it is the subject of making changes that will actually stick. Or do we really want to make changes in the first place? Or do we even need to make changes in our lives? So, last week, I was thinking a lot about when we're trying to make things work or happen and our life being as blissful as it could be. What do we actually do? We keep on having the same thoughts, the same patterns, the same people. I've been talking about that a lot lately because it's been part of my life recently. And we expect things to change. And then we implement something new, and we maybe start getting up earlier in the morning, or we drive to a different place in a different way to our workplace, or we do speak differently with people. But nothing really happens. Nothing really changes. Have you noticed that? Why doesn't things change? Even though we implemented something new in our life, things don't get better or things don't change at all. I was thinking very deeply this week on this matter because I caught myself up in trying to change things, installing new routines in my life, meeting new people, doing new things practically, but with the same results. Even after a month or something like that. And then I figured a very interesting thing and a very interesting person. Dr. Joe Dispenza is talking about the connection our body has and our subconscious mind with our thoughts and emotions and all these kind of things. I strongly recommend you see some of his material. And it hit me very hard because even though I implemented new things in my life, some changes, they were supposed to be better, but what keep on repeating is my thoughts. Even though you do something new physically, but if you don't emotionally engage and if you don't feel it properly and if you don't associate thoughts with it properly, then things will never change because our bodies by the age of 35, this is what Joe Dispenza talks about extensively about is we are run on programs and we became a machine pretty much. Same emotions, same reaction, same pattern, same lifestyle, same. So what I'm trying to say is it's not enough to implement something new. You have to start rewiring your brains with the emotions and experiences you associate to that specific routine or a change in your life. So it was very, very important, or let's say very interesting thing to learn for me last week, that I was, even though I was implementing new things in my life and new routines, I was still, catching myself in the same patterns of thinking and emotional experiences because of that. So I think it's so important that I point this out to everybody because it's not just enough that we bring new things into our life and new ways of doing things. We also have to start experiencing things in a different level, changing the story in our head and triggering different emotional parts in our bodies that we can actually make a lasting change. And what was really, really important, and I'd like to leave you with that, is if we want to live a different future, we need to start feeling that today. So, for example, if you want to experience having, I don't know, $1 million, you need to associate emotions and experience and environment with that when you visualize or when you do your meditation or when you talk with people. So it's all about the experience and emotions that come with that. So I'd like to leave you with that for this week. So important that we associate our emotions and our thoughts and everything, not just a physical change or a new pattern of something or doing something. It's so important, or it's even more important, that we associate emotions to that experience, and that will bring us the actual result at the end. It hit me very hard and it made me realize a lot of things, and it helped me immensely. So I hope it will help you too. So this is it for this week, and like this and share it and subscribe and stay awesome, and I'll see you next week.